Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise on Madden 20, guys. Our Raiders are 10-0 and are on the road this week down in Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. We beat them earlier in the year, but this is a different Raiders squad now. No Derek Carr still, but that man right there, Josh Jacobs, is having himself a year. The Raiders look to make it 11 in a row, but standing in their way, their division foes, the Los Angeles Chargers. First quarter action, Cousins in the gun. He steps up and hits Williams coming open across the middle, but holds on. There's a flag on the play. Holding is the call. Bring it back. Now it's 1st and a mile. Anderson takes the handoff, weaves in and out of traffic, and picks up 4. 2nd and 16. Chargers keep it on the ground. Anderson goes up the middle, gets stuffed, and only picks up a yard. This Raiders defense is stingy against the run. Then Cousins goes play action, looks to go deep to Williams, but it gets knocked away, incomplete. Chargers forced to punt. And Vegas takes over with great field. Jacobs takes the handoff, goes up the middle, stumbles, and picks up 2. 2nd and 7, Josh takes the handoff up the middle, gets a huge lane, stutter steps, and picks up 15 yards. New set of downs. Aaron Ridley takes the handoff, stretches it out right, cuts it back inside, and he's off to the races. The rookie takes it to the house. Touchdown, Raiders. This kid is playing absolutely out of his mind. And the Chargers look to answer. Anderson takes the handoff, makes a juke out to the right, but gets pulled down after picking up 3. It's 2nd and 7. Cousins steps up in the pocket, tries to go across the middle, but gets picked off by Terrell Conley. Great play by the linebacker. And the Raiders look to capitalize. Brissett from the empty. He connects with Terry McLaurin, and he's got tons of running room. He makes a cut back inside and picks up 28 yards. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs takes the stretch out left, but gets pulled down by Perriman. Great play. 2nd and goal. Brissett from the empty set. Tries to hit McLaurin, but almost gets picked off. Dangerous pass. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brissett going back to the air. He lobs it for Renfro, but it gets knocked down, incomplete. And that would set up this Daniel Carlson field goal. Raiders take a 10-0 lead. But here come the Chargers. Cousins from the gun. He steps up and throws a dart to Williams, and he gets open and picks up 20. Next play, Anderson takes the handoff, makes a cut outside, but gets wrapped up by Cleveland Farrell. 2nd and 9, Anderson takes the delay, but he runs right into Big Mo Hurst. It's 3rd down. Cousins drops back. He checks it down to Anderson, but he gets pushed out short of the marker. Chargers forced to punt. And the Raiders look to extend their lead. Josh Jacobs goes up the middle, and he backs his way into 5 yards. He's having a monster season so far, almost at 1,700 yards on the season. Then Jacoby from the gun, he pump fakes and looks to connect with McLaurin, but overthrows him, incomplete. It's 3rd down. Brissett from the gun. He takes the deep drop, loads up, and hits Renfro coming open on the sideline for 14. Next play, Brissett goes back to the air, steps up in the pocket, and throws it up for Waller. He gets his hands on it, but drops it. 2nd and 10, Brissett goes RPO, tries to hit Williams on the outside, but he gets stuffed for a 2-yard loss. Now it's 3rd and long. Brissett pump fakes and hits Richard over the middle. No, he drops it. Rough start for Jacoby. He's 2 of 7. After the Raiders punt, Anderson comes out, takes the handoff, finds a little space, and picks up 6. Next play, Cousins goes play action, stands tall in the pocket, goes over the middle to Williams. He makes the grab, turns up the speed, and picks up 25. This guy is unstoppable. New set of downs for the Chargers as C.J. Anderson has some running room up the middle, and he pushes his way to 6. It's 2nd and 4. Anderson gets the sweep again. He throws Abrams off of him and picks up 3 more. 3rd and short for the Chargers. Cousins hits Henry on the outside. He gets pushed back and then wrapped up and thrown down by Conley, forcing a 4th and 1. Great stand by the Raiders. And Vegas takes over. Aaron Ridley in the backfield. He catches a block from Carter, gets tripped up on Williams and picks up 7. Then Brissett in the empty set, and he hits Waller coming across the middle. He makes a couple of moves and picks up 6 in the 1st. Next play, Jacobs comes back in the game, finds some room on the right, gets upfield and picks up the 1st. New set of downs. Jacobs gets the stretch out right, but he gets wrapped up and thrown down for no gain. 2nd and 10, Jacoby from the gun. He scans the field, checks it down to Renfro, but he gets wrapped up and thrown down for a 7-yard loss. Now it's 3rd and long. Brissett from the empty set tries to go over the middle to Waller, but he overthrows him, incomplete. Raiders punt it back. And here come the Chargers. Anderson takes the sweep, cuts it up the middle, makes a cut, and gets 8. The Cousins in the gun. Looks to go deep to Williams, but man, he overthrew him by 20 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Anderson takes the handoff, runs into a pile, but gets enough to get the first down. The drive will continue. Anderson takes the handoff. He gets wrapped up by Crosby, and Holly comes and cleans it up. It's 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Cousins drops back. It hits Taylor coming open across the middle, and he picks up 8. Chargers face another 3rd and short. Anderson takes the handoff, has a huge hole up the middle, makes a move, and gets out to midfield. Next play, Cousins with the play action, boots out to his right, loads up to go deep to Williams, but the ball gets batted away by Jonathan Abrams and Garyon Conley. Then on 2nd down, Anderson takes the sweep out left, but he gets wrapped up by Farrell after picking up a couple. It's 3rd and 5. Cousins drops back, checks it down to Anderson, but Conley wraps him up short of the marker, and Hauschka would come on to kick the long field goal. It's up, but no good. He pushed it left. And here come the Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes the handoff, tries to break it out right, but loses a yard. It's 2nd and 12. Brissett going to the air. He pump fakes, loads up, and hits McLaurin on the drag, but he only gets a yard. It's 3rd and 11. Jacoby in the empty set. He's looking to go across the middle, but he overthrows Waller, incomplete. And now the Chargers are pinned back deep. Anderson goes up the middle, but gets hit and stopped by Ferwarda. 2nd and 9, they hand it off to the fullback, but Walker shoots the gap and gets the tackle. Chargers pinned back here. Anderson takes the stretch, but gets wrapped up by Farrell, but they said he just got out of the end zone. And the Raiders would take over. Brissett comes out throwing. It hits Rashard over the middle. He's got some running room, and he gets into Chargers territory. New set of downs. Brissett going back to the air. He drops back, tries to hit Waller, but I don't know where that one was going. So he tries to make up for it here on 2nd down, hitting Waller across the middle. Great ball and great catch. He picks up 25. Raiders inside the red zone. Brissett drops back, but Melvin Ingram strips the ball and gets the sack. Thankfully, Trent Williams recovers. Now it's 2nd and 21. Brissett drops back, pump fakes, goes to the end zone. McLaurin gets his hands on it, but drops it, and it's incomplete. That would set up this Daniel Carlson field goal, putting the Raiders up 13-0. And that will send us to the half. Raiders lead by 13. The Silver and Blacks defense is playing lights out, and the Raiders' run game is looking unstoppable. Let's see if they can keep the lead here in the second half. Start of 3rd, Josh Jacobs takes the handoff, goes up the middle, gets tripped up, and picks up 6. Then on 2nd down, Ridley back in the game. He finds some running room on the left and pushes the pile for 3. It's 3rd and short. Jacobs gets the stretch out right, turns on the burners, cuts back inside, and he picks up the first down and then some. On 1st down, Jacobs gets it again, finds a lane on the left, gets hit and pinballs his way to 8 yards. The Raiders really dependent on this run game right now. Jacobs goes up the middle, but gets stuffed for no gain. On 3rd and 1, Ridley takes the handoff, makes himself small, cuts inside and picks up 8 in the first. The drive will continue. Brissett drops back, stands tall, and hits McLaurin coming open on the sideline, and he's got some running room. He's finally pushed out after picking up 25 yards. Raiders within striking distance. Jacobs takes the handoff, cuts it out to the left, and he picks up 10 in the first. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs takes the handoff, but Carter misses the block. Thankfully, he still picks up 4. Next play, Ridley takes the handoff, but he gets stuffed in the backfield by Perriman. It's 3rd and goal. Jacoby drops back, and look at this throw to Williams in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Vegas is up by 19. But wait, the play is under review. Did Williams get both feet down? You be the judge on that one. The refs counted. That means the lead is 19 for the Raiders. And Gruden says he wants to go for 2. Brissett drops back and hits with diving Williams in the end zone. Raiders up by 21. The Chargers look to get anything going. Anderson takes the handoff up the middle, gets untouched and picks up 9. It's 2nd down. Cousins goes play action. He avoids the rush and hits Keenan Allen out at midfield, and he gets 18. Chargers have a nice drive going so far. Cousins drops back and hits Taylor on the drag. He gets upfield and picks up 4. Then Cousins goes back to the air, but almost gets picked off by Christopher Ward. What a jump on the ball there. It's 3rd down, and Cousins looks to pick up the first, hitting Mr. Reliable Mike Williams on the outside, and he scoots his way to the first. His 1st down, Chargers have trips left, and Cousins hits Henry on the outside. He breaks the tackle and picks up 10 yards. Hard running by the big tight end. It's 1st down, and Anderson takes the handoff, has a lane right up the middle, gets popped by Joseph, but gets 12. Next play, Cousins goes back to the air, drops back, rolls left, but Braden Holly is there to get the sack. This rookie's having a great season so far. It's 2nd and 17. Anderson takes the delay up the middle, doesn't get touched until he picks up 10. LA facing a 3rd and 6. Cousins going to the air, and he hits Jackson on the outside, but he gets wrapped up and thrown down after picking up 4. And that will set up this chip shot field goal for Hauschka. Chargers finally on the board, down 21-3. But the Raiders keep their foot on the gas. Jacobs takes the handoff, but meets Derwin James on the outside for a couple. Start of the 4th, Jacobs gets the handoff, tries to cut it outside, but gets wrapped up by Tillery for a couple. Now it's 3rd down, Brissett going to the air. Lobs it up on the outside for Williams, but it gets knocked down incomplete. Chargers take over, and Cousins comes out throwing, standing tall in the pocket, trying to hit Taylor on the outside, but he gets hit and drops it. 2nd and 10, Cousins going back to the air. He can't find anybody. Here comes the pressure. Braden Holly gets his 2nd sack on the day. Now it's 3rd and 20. Cousins drops back, hits Keenan Allen on the slant, but he only gets 11. Chargers forced to punt. But the Chargers would get it right back. Cousins drops back, tries to go deep, but gets picked off by Garyon Conley, and he could go all the way. Touchdown Raiders. Pick 6 for Conley. But the Chargers are still fighting. Cousins drops back, slides to his left, has no pressure, finally gets rid of it, hitting Williams on the cutback cheese, and he fights to pick up 16. Next play, Cousins going back to the air, stands tall in the pocket, tries to force it into Allen, but he gets hit and drops it. It's 2nd down, Cousins with the deep drop, and look at this ball to Creighton, just out of reach of Conley, and he gets into Raiders territory. New set of downs, Cousins in the gun, and he's going back to the air, hitting Williams on the curl route, and he gets 13. Then Cousins from the gun, drops back, checks it down to his fullback, and the big fella rumbles his way for 13. Next play, Anderson takes the handoff, makes one miss, and he walks into the end zone. Chargers get the touchdown, but they're down by 18. And Hauschka would try to come on and kick the onside kick, but Hunter Renfro dives on it and recovers. Vegas looks to put the nail in the coffin. Jacobs takes the handoff, has a lane on the left, gets hit, and spins his way to 10. Then Ridley comes into the game, takes the handoff up the middle, takes the big hit, but still picks up 9. Next play, Jacobs takes the stretch out right, gets the corner, and gets stopped after picking up 6. The 1-2 punch of Ridley and Jacobs is gashing him up. Ridley goes up the middle, turns on the speed, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. That's the rookie's 2nd touchdown on the day. Chargers trail by 25, and Cousins comes out throwing. He steps up in the pocket and rifles it to Henry. He breaks one tackle and gets pulled down after picking up 21. Then on 1st, Cousins going back to the air. He slides left and throws a dangerous ball to Williams. Somehow he makes the catch, but picks up a couple. It's 2nd down, Cousins from the gun. He scans the field, goes to the outside, but A.J. Boye makes the interception. You got to see this again. What a catch by the corner. Check out the concentration to catch the ball and get both feet in bounds. If he's not a Pro Bowler this year, I don't know who will be. And that would do it. Vegas would add a field goal, but they get the W, 38-10. Brissett finished with 116 yards and 1 touchdown, but it was all about the run game this week. Josh Jacobs had 114 yards on the ground, but Aaron Ridley came in and had 8 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. On defense, Abram, Joseph, and Forwarder each had 6 tackles, but Braden Holly had a big day with 2 sacks. And shout out to Garyon Conley, he had a pick 6. There's something special about this team this year. They're 11-0 and return home to take on the Denver Broncos. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell, join the Noti Squad, and hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And we'll talk from the new black hole when we take on the Broncos. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.